The Blueprint of Shadows. Elias was a very conscientious architect who worked late every night. One evening, while everyone else was gone, he began to examine a strange blueprint he found on the director's desk. It was not a design for a new apartment building. Instead, it looked like a dangerous machine. Elias felt a cold shiver down his back as he looked at the complex lines and notes. Suddenly, the door opened and Ms. Varga, the CEO, walked in. She did not look happy to see him. "Elias, I did not expect you here," she said. She sat down and began a short briefing about the company's future. "We intend to launch a new project next month," she explained. Her intention was clear. She wanted power, but Elias saw the danger in her eyes. Over the next few days, Elias began to notice more secrets. He saw that the materials for the project were cheap and weak. The metal had jagged edges that would shatter under pressure. He had to ensure that the public stayed safe. Elias sighed heavily. He knew that stopping Ms. Varga would be very tricky and perhaps even dangerous. Elias decided he had to act. He would become a whistleblower. He found a small, hidden compartment at the bottom of his old leather briefcase. Carefully, he began to tuck the stolen blueprints and notes inside the secret space. His conscience told him that he could not stay silent, even if it meant losing his job. The next morning, Elias tried to leave the office early. However, as he walked down the long, empty hallway, Ms. Varga appeared from a side room. She seemed to surround him with her shadow. She began to lean in close to him. "Where are you going with that bag, Elias?" she asked in a low, terrifying whisper. Elias felt his heart racing. "I am going to a meeting," he said. It was a lie, but he had no choice. "Please, let me pass, Ms. Varga." She did not move. Her hand gripped the handle of his bag like a vice. She began to ask for his phone and his keys, but Elias held onto his briefcase with all his strength. Elias managed to run past her and out into the street. He found a small hotel where he could hide for a few hours. He tried to lie down on the bed to rest, but he was too desperate to sleep. "I saw the truth with my very eyes," he whispered to himself. He knew he had to meet his contact soon. At noon, Elias went to a quiet park to meet a reporter named Julian. "I beg you to help me," Elias said as they sat on a bench. Julian looked at the documents and the metal casing Elias had taken from the warehouse. "This is a big story," Julian said. "However, Ms. Varga is a powerful woman. Are you sure about this?" "I am sure," Elias replied. "Once bitten, twice shy. I trusted this company once, and they betrayed me. I won't let them do it again." Suddenly, Julian noticed a black car stopping nearby. Ms. Varga stepped out of the car, looking furious. She had followed them to the park to stop the truth from coming out. But it was too late for Ms. Varga. Elias had already sent the digital files to the police. As the officers arrived to take her away for questioning, Elias stood with Julian. He felt a great relief. The secret plan was stopped, and his conscience was finally clear. He had done his duty as a whistleblower.